The scariest true stories from abandoned places. Beneath the veil of darkness, abandoned places whisper the secrets of the past. Tonight, we delve deep into the chilling echoes of history, exploring true stories where desolation meets dread. These forsaken sites, scattered across the forgotten corners of the world, hold the remnants of lives once lived, now nothing but shadows and stories. Each location, shrouded in mystery and decay, invites us to step closer and listen to the silent voices of the past. From the eerie hallways of abandoned asylums where faint whispers linger, to the ghostly silhouettes seen through the broken windows of old manors, each story is a thread in the fabric of the paranormal. Join us as we journey through these haunted ruins, uncovering tales of sorrow, terror, and the unexplained. Tonight, in the solitude of these lost places, we seek the eerie, the forgotten, and the forsaken. Our journey begins at a forgotten asylum, a place where the walls are thick with the echoes of despair. Once a bustling sanctuary for the troubled, it now stands abandoned, its silence pierced only by the whispers of the past. As we step through its crumbling gates, the air grows heavy with the weight of forgotten stories. The asylum's darkened corridors and vacant rooms speak of decades of solitude and sorrow, painting a chilling portrait of confinement and chaos. Here, the remnants of unspoken tragedies linger, making it a perfect starting point for our exploration into the shadowy realms of the abandoned and the haunted. As we venture deeper into its depths, let us brace ourselves to uncover the eerie and unsettling secrets that this desolate haven has jealously guarded over the years. Thunder rumbles ominously over the dilapidated structure of Greystone Park Psychiatric Hospital. Once a bustling institution alive with the stirrings of both hope and despair, it now stands eerily empty, its hollowed halls echoing with the remnants of its past. Despite its abandonment, whispered legends and local lore suggest that it is far from uninhabited. Shadows seem to move within its broken windows, and strange noises are often heard under the cloak of night. These unexplained phenomena draw the curious and the brave, seeking to uncover whether spirits of the past still roam its corridors, forever entwined with the tragic history of this forsaken place. As we approach, let the storm's growl heighten our senses, preparing us to delve into the mysteries that Greystone holds. Alex, an intrepid urban explorer, steps into the crumbling halls of the abandoned asylum, armed with nothing more than a flashlight. As he advances, the narrow beam from his light slices through the oppressive darkness, revealing walls covered in eerie graffiti and floors strewn with debris from years of neglect. Yet, it is not the visual decay that unnerves him most. A sudden, inexplicable chill sweeps through the air, and the palpable sensation of unseen eyes watching his every move sends shivers down his spine. This eerie atmosphere magnifies every shadow and sound, making Alex's skin crawl as he delves deeper into the heart of this forsaken structure. The feeling of being observed from the shadows transforms the exploration into a nerve-wracking experience, as if the building itself is alive and aware of his presence. Ignoring the primal warnings of his instincts, Alex presses deeper into the heart of the asylum. With each step, his resolve is tested by the oppressive atmosphere that clings to the decaying walls. Suddenly, his flashlight flickers, casting an erratic glow that briefly reveals a shadow darting through an open door. Driven by a mixture of fear and curiosity, his heart pounding in his chest, Alex hastens towards the source of the movement. He reaches the room only to find it seemingly empty, save for an old, rusted wheelchair positioned in the center. Eerily, it rocks back and forth slowly, as if just vacated. The sight sends a chill through him, heightening the sense of otherworldly presence in this abandoned asylum. This unsettling discovery compels him to question whether he is truly alone, or if something unseen is lurking in the shadows, watching his every move. A loud slam suddenly echoes behind him, shattering the heavy silence. Startled, Alex spins around, his flashlight sweeping across the room in frantic arcs. The light reveals nothing but the empty, decayed space. No signs of life or movement. Yet, the room feels oppressively charged, as if eyes are watching him from the shadows, their gazes almost tangible against his skin. This unnerving sensation, coupled with the mysterious movements and the inexplicable sounds, convinces Alex that he is not alone. Reluctantly, he decides to leave, the weight of the asylum's tragic past seeming to cling to the air around him. As he exits, he is certain that the spirits of those once confined within these walls linger, perhaps forever trapped and reliving their sorrowful, forgotten lives in an endless loop. Next, we travel to the ruins of a mansion where luxury has decayed into horror. The Blackburn mansion, once a beacon of opulence and grandeur, now stands as a mere shell of its former glory. Its majestic structure, ravaged by time and neglect, poses a stark contrast to the rich history it once boasted. Victoria, a photographer with a keen eye for the beauty found in decay, is irresistibly drawn to this site. Under the ethereal glow of a full moon, the mansion reveals a haunting elegance that captivates her artistic senses. As she moves through the overgrown gardens and into the crumbling facade, her camera captures the spectral beauty of the mansion. Each frame tells a story of grand dinners, lavish parties, and whispered secrets, now all silence but beautifully preserved in the decay. The eerie calm of the night and the soft lunar light lend an otherworldly atmosphere, making each photograph a portal to a bygone era. As she explores, her camera catches something unexpected. A figure in Victorian attire staring out from a second-story window. She blinks, and it's gone. Intrigued and unnerved, Victoria climbs the grand staircase, her steps stirring up clouds of dust. A faint melody drifts through the air, guiding her to a locked room. The door inexplicably swings open, revealing a nursery. Toys lay scattered about, and a dusty music box plays by itself. Suddenly, the temperature drops, and the room fills with the sound of ghostly giggles. Terrified, Victoria flees, the laughter echoing behind her. She leaves the mansion with more than photographs. She carries with her a tale of the mansion's spectral inhabitants, forever replaying their last moments of joy and despair. Our path now leads us to an abandoned village, reclaimed by nature but not forgotten by the dead. The village of Little Brook is hidden deep within the forest. Mark, drawn to lost places, finds the village overgrown, its cottages smothered by vines. He wanders into a cottage where the air is thick with the scent of mildew. As he examines old, faded photographs on the mantel, the air shifts. The temperature plummets, and the faint sound of a harmonica fills the air. Voices whisper from the shadows, recounting tales of hardship and the day the village was left to the wild. Mark listens, captivated and chilled to the bone. As the voices fade, he finds the harmonica on the floor, still cold from spectral breath. Our final tale brings us to an old industrial mill, where the machinery stopped long ago, but the echoes of labor linger. The old Patterson mill, abandoned after a tragic accident, has stood silent for decades. Lisa, an adventurer, enters the vast space, her flashlight beam catching on old machinery shrouded in cobwebs. The wind moans through the broken panes, mimicking the sound of the mill in operation. Lisa hears the unmistakable sound of metal grinding, machinery that should be still. A shadow passes overhead, and she looks up to see a figure entangled in the remnants of a conveyor belt. A gust of wind blows through, and the figure vanishes as if it were made of smoke. The grinding stops, the silence more terrifying than the noise. Lisa leaves, convinced that the mill workers of old remain, bound to their tragic fate. These places, abandoned by humanity, hold the memories and spirits of those who once inhabited them, Whether driven by curiosity or fate, those who visit these haunts seldom leave unscathed, carrying with them stories of encounters too chilling to deny. Thank you for joining us on this journey through shadows and whispers. Remember, in the world of abandoned places, you are never truly alone. Good night, and may you find peace far from these haunted halls.